Hello and good night. Welcome to another bedtime story. This story is meant to help you sleep or to relax your mind. Try and find a comfortable place, such as your bed or a soft chair. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes now. Try and let go of the day as we begin our tale. Tonight's story is The Fisherman and His Wife. Once upon a time, a poor fisherman and his wife lived in a small, humble hut near the sea. Every day, the fisherman went down to the shore with his rod and line, casting it into the water, hoping to catch enough to eat and sell. They lived simply, with no luxuries, but they had each other. One day, as he sat patiently waiting for a bite, he felt a strong tug on his line. He pulled and struggled until, at last, he reeled in a most astonishing fish. The fish was large and glistening, its scales shimmering with gold and silver hues. Just as he was about to put it in his basket, the fish spoke. "Fisherman, please, let me go. I am no ordinary fish. I am an enchanted prince. If you spare my life and return me to the sea, I shall grant you any wish you desire." The fisherman was astounded. Never before had he seen such a marvel. He was a kind-hearted man and did not wish to harm a creature that could talk. "Go free, noble fish," he said. "I desire nothing in return." Without another word, he released the fish back into the water, and it swam away with a flick of its tail. The fisherman, content with his good deed, returned home empty-handed and told his wife what had happened. His wife, however, was not pleased. "You caught a magical fish, and you asked for nothing? Foolish man! Go back at once and ask it for a wish. At the very least, we should have a better home than this miserable shack." Though reluctant, the fisherman returned to the shore and called out, "O great fish of the sea, come forth and hear my plea." The water rippled and the fish surfaced. "What is it you wish for, fisherman?" it asked. The fisherman hesitated, but finally said, "My wife wishes for a better home, a little cottage, not grand, just comfortable." The fish flicked its tail and said, "Go home, your wish is granted." When the fisherman returned home, he found their hut transformed into a charming cottage, with sturdy walls, a thatched roof, and a small garden. He was delighted, but his wife was only momentarily satisfied. Within a few days, she began to grumble. "This cottage is too small," she said. "If that fish could grant us a cottage, it could grant us a grand house. Go back and ask for a mansion." The fisherman was uneasy, but he went back to the shore and called out again. The fish appeared, and the fisherman reluctantly made the request. The fish simply flicked its tail and said, "Go home, your wish is granted." When the fisherman returned, he saw that their cottage had been replaced by a splendid mansion with towers, large windows, and fine furnishings. Servants bustled about, and their surroundings were luxurious. Yet even this did not satisfy his wife for long. "Husband," she said, "this mansion is fine, but why should I not be queen? Go and tell the fish I wish to be queen." The fisherman felt a chill at these words, sensing the greed growing in her heart. "Wife, this is too much. We are simple folk." But she scolded and insisted. Reluctantly, he made his way to the sea once more. The water had grown darker, and the waves were restless. When the fish appeared, the fisherman voiced his wife's new demand. The fish hesitated for a moment, but then flicked its tail. "Go home. She is queen." The fisherman trudged home and found that the mansion was now a grand palace. His wife was dressed in regal robes with a golden crown upon her head. She had attendants and courtiers, and she sat upon a throne. But even this was not enough. For the next morning, she said, "Husband, I have been queen, but what is a queen compared to an emperor? Go to the fish and ask that I may be an empress." The fisherman was deeply troubled, but obeyed. When he reached the sea, it was dark and stormy, with waves crashing angrily against the shore. "Oh, fish, hear my plea. My wife wishes to be an empress." The fish surfaced, its eyes wary, and flicked its tail. "Go home. She is an empress." And so she was. Their palace grew even more magnificent, and the wealth and power at their disposal was unimaginable. But still, it did not satisfy her. "Husband," she declared the next morning, "I have been empress, but that is not enough. Go back to the fish and tell it I wish to be like God, ruling over the sun, moon, and stars." The fisherman's heart filled with dread. "Wife, you have gone too far. The fish has given us so much. Must you demand this?" But she was resolute, and so, with a heavy heart, the fisherman returned to shore. The sea was now black, with waves rising like mountains. Thunder rumbled in the sky. He called out, "Oh, fish of the sea, hear my plea. My wife wishes to be like God." The fish did not surface immediately. The sea churned violently. Then, finally, the fish appeared, its eyes sorrowful. It flicked its tail and said, "Go home. She is as she was." The fisherman turned back, his heart sinking. When he arrived, the magnificent palace was gone. The grand gardens, the servants, the wealth, all had vanished. There, in the place where it had all begun, stood their old, humble hut by the sea. And inside, his wife sat on the ground, dressed in her old, simple clothes, staring into the distance, silent. And so they remained, as they had been before, for the rest of their days. The end. Thank you for listening to this bedtime story. I hope you enjoyed the tale tonight. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more audiobooks and tales to come. Until next time.